Hey, this is Mark from Nothing More, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hey guys, it's Gabrielle Dree with The Age of Metal, and I'm here with Mark from Nothing More. A couple questions for you.
Sure.
This album has been so successful. Like, how did you guys go about changing the writing process compared to your prior albums?
I think really you just mature as an artist and as a band. So I'm not sure we did anything different. We just grew smarter and stronger at everything that we had been growing at in the past, and we definitely paid more attention to how big of an impact lyrics have, as well as just learning with chord progressions and just tones. I mean, we did self-produce it, and Johnny was at the helm of doing all that, so he did plenty of research and learning on his own to attain all these skills to how we could do it on our own.
Alright. Well, good job.
Thank you.
Your popular hit on the radio right now, the Mr.MTV, seems to portray like a lot of frustration and anger. What is your take on sheeple?
Nice. Well put. Yeah, absolutely. There are these big corporations like MTV, and that are bastardizing our generation right now and our youth, and teaching them what's popular and what's cool, how you should be, what product you should have with reality TV and things like that. And we just want to raise more awareness to these corporations like that, and it's just shit. 100%. It's awful. So just be aware of what's going on around you, and especially that whenever you do get there in your own maturation process, you are on top. Think about what you would do. Will you continue the cycle, and feed on the needy and the helpless, or will you change it? And that's kind of what the video is saying. There are these people in captive and having experiments done on them, and when they finally break free, the one girl at the very end, she tries on that lab coat, feels nice, feels good, so you can kind of see that we're all part of the problem, and a lot of times the cycle does repeat, so we just kind of want to raise that awareness.
Very cool. Very cool. What concerns do you have about the music industry?
Everybody seems to hate on it, and I'm actually currently kind of excited about it. I think rock's in an interesting place. Yes, it's dead, if you will, but I really feel there's a resurgence kind of happening, and people are ready for it. Rock has grown stale, and now substance is coming back. People give a shit about what they write and about people and love in general. So it's really exciting to see where this will lead. Yes, anybody can go online and figure out how to get a song for free and steal art, if you will, but that's where we're at. with technology. You can't change that. It's going to continue. You have to grow with it and sort of change yourself for your own marketing strategy, everything else. It's just different. You know, rock isn't dead. It's just different. So I think.
I agree.
Good.
With all the success that Nothing More is having lately, do you guys have any time for yourselves? Like, what do you do to entertain yourselves when you're on the road? Like, any hobbies besides playing guitar?
Nice. Yeah, for sure. You know, like to read. Nice, yeah. I think I did know how to knit at one point.
Little loom, the beanie.
Nice. Dan did crochet. I think he crocheted me a beanie or something before in the past. This was years ago. But I like to read, play video games, little escapes here and there. Try to stay focused and be productive. But you gotta be human and have a life outside of your work. I also, you know, I'm married and I have a son back home, so I keep in touch the best I can and try to be present, even though I'm not physically present, with how much we communicate, and as if she's here, even though she's not here.
Yeah.
You know, let her know what's going on, and vice versa.
It must be really hard.
Yeah. Touring's great for business, bad for family.
But you're changing the world.
I wouldn't be out here if it wasn't worth it. That's for sure.
Sure, it'll all be worth it in the end.
Definitely. That's what we all believe.
Is there anything in particular that you use to get the creative juices kind of flowing in your songwriting?
Coffee. Most definitely coffee. I don't know. For me, I just get really jazzed and really excited whenever I have a fresh pot of coffee. I'm able to lose myself more and get out of my head and just flow, if you will. Or if we are writing lyrics, we believe in the band collaboration idea. We all hold part in every aspect of our music. But if we are writing lyrics, it's easy for me to kind of see this imagery and see this story that we're trying to create. You know, I guess it's easier to get with it. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know. It's whatever. We're not avid, you know, big drug takers or anything, but we don't shame anybody for doing that, whatever. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to pry.
No. Whatever. Yeah.
Coffee is an acceptable answer.
Nice.
Okay. I understand that you guys have a 5-album guarantee with 11/7.
This is true.
But what is the ultimate goal within the next 3 to 5 years for Nothing More?
Geez, we're definitely hitting one of them now with just touring the world, and we're building these businesses, you know, all over the world. These reaching everyone globally. And we definitely didn't think it would come this fast and be this successful this quick, which is a great surprise, only amazing, and something we're very blessed and grateful for. So, yeah, definitely keep growing that. I'd say at the heart of it all is it's about, I guess, our message of being honest and not holding on to shit, which is kind of what this album is about. It's realizing that you are the jail and you are the key, and sometimes it's a perspective thing. Realizing that you're the solution to your own problems. So, you know, we'll definitely be pushing that, and I guess just keeping our integrity through all the writing process of the next record and the next ones after that to come. To keep growing, to keep maturing, and pushing each other.
Good answer.
Nice, thank you.
What have been your biggest failures or frustrations of your career thus far? Any?
Yeah. No, that's a good question. I have to think about it.
Okay.
We did several label showcases before, going with 11/7, and one even just for them. But before that, all these important people were telling us that we were great, but that there was no place for us. And I think all of those times felt like failures. We felt like we played a solid show and did our job, but apparently it wasn't good enough.
Oh, it's meant to happen for a reason, because look what you're doing now.
So that's the
don't even
point.
consider
So
that
anybody,
a
if you
failure.
think, but we thought it was a failure
Right.
at the time. So even though you may think that it's a failure, in hindsight, you might realize that it's just what you needed. It's just what Neo needed to do when he realized from the Oracle that he wasn't the one. You know what I mean? That's exactly it. So there's just yeah.
Hashtag Matrix. So, I mean, you probably kind of already said this, but your accomplishments that you're most proud of is this. Right?
Yeah, and even more on an individual level.
Yeah.
About just, I know what music does to me, and what an amazing song how it can give me chills and make the hair stand up, give me goosebumps. It's crazy. So if I can do that for somebody else, if all of us can do that, then that's really our main goal, to help you get through your struggles and the obstacles in life that come. Because music is powerful. It's otherworldly, it's spiritual, and when the unique, the collide that happens with just the music and the words, when they're just right, I feel like you reach that pinnacle point. You match the mood of the music with the mood of the lyrics, and it's just amazing.
A drug in its own.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. What are some of the most important things for you to succeed in your message through your music, and what would be the first steps to make it a reality? Like portraying your message to the fans. Like, how do you?
Well, I mean, I wear one sleeve every day of my life, and it's just it's a reminder to myself to be honest and to remember why we have these scars, which are we started doing them for every year of touring. It's just a unity thing, and then we stopped at 3. We would be at 10 by now, which would kind of be funny. But it's just also a reminder to myself, like I said, to be honest and not hide my scars. I think that's a huge thing in our society, where just put a rug over it or sweep it under the rug. It doesn't. You don't need to be that honest or present or show anybody that. And that's the scars are what make you you. They are your personality, your character. So just something as simple as not wearing a sleeve gets people to question that, and I get to share this message. So.
Oh, what a great answer to that question. Very cool. Alright, besides your amazing new album, which I love very much, not just saying that.
No, thank you so much.
No, thank you. Do you have any books, like you like to read books, movies, websites that you would recommend concerning your directive?
Yeah, absolutely. The album is full of Alan Watts and his teachings, and some excerpts.
That's like the secret track on your album, right?
Right, the last track.
That crazy like trip hop.
Higher, yeah.
Very cool.
Right, yeah. Check out any of his stuff on YouTube or the book. It's called The Book by Alan Watts. It's really neat. He's passed, unfortunately, but he's a Western philosopher with Eastern ideas, and a great mouthpiece for us to really understand over here. It's just, they're very different religions if you look at history and any stuff like that. We definitely promote him. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, changed my life. It's amazing. Just about being present and realizing time is, I don't know, it's like Hakuna Matata sort of, but in a more in-depth way. And
Thank you. Thank you.
jeez.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. Totally.
No worries.
I like Rob Bell a lot. I think he's cool. He's definitely like a pigeonholed as a Christian guy, but some of his ideas are really liberal and kind of out there, which are really neat. And he asks just some great questions. I think are really cool. So, yeah.
Check them out.
Yeah.
All right. Will do. What would you consider like an ideal society?
I do feel like Euphoria would be a place where everything is fair and nobody is ever insecure or anything like that, but it can exist. I think we have to realize we're all flawed and we all fail in order to have success. You know, there has to be bad for there to be good. So it's this interesting thing of duality. So this is my ideal thing. I think the creator or whatever did it right because he gave us a choice. She, he, it. We have a choice. And without it, there'd be no love. And I don't know, I'm a hippie when it comes down to it all. Just follow love, everything else will be okay.
Do you have anything that you would like to say to the viewers of the Age of Metal?
We're touring with Periphery and Woven War, and Thank You Scientists, all amazing bands right now. Check it out if we come close to you. Then we hit Japan and Australia for Soundwave, and then over to Europe with Hailstorm. Really excited about that. And we'll be doing festivals, plenty of shows in the year to come, so don't be a stranger.